actually. To hear that sound anymore, which technically I'm just going to pause that so that way I can return the system volume back to where it's supposed to be, and then now you guys can still hear me, and we can get to the game. So super excited. Let's see how we can still. I think what I'm gonna have to do though is I'm gonna have to come over here, get to the mic, and I'm gonna have to turn it up to be about there. Yeah. If I'm here, I think this should be. Yeah, you guys should be able to pick me up right there. And I feel I can put some blue on me there. There we go. Now we can have the contrasting of some fun red and blue lights there. I'm using some pretty important. No, freely I don't ask any crash distributions. Page is left intentionally blank. Good. We're gonna use it as a notepad. All right. So let's get back into the game. What are we playing? We are playing Untold Stories, and we are now on episode 4. I've been thoroughly enjoying the game. If you have not checked it out, you've got chapters 1, 2, and 3, though I'm going to have to go back and finish number 1 again, because I kind of dipped out on that one. Turns out you have to finish it all the way through the playthrough. There is no save states. And that's fine. Just FYI. But again, the games aren't actually that long. The only thing that you're going to run into, I would say that it would be a learning curve, is just how to enter the codes that they request for you to look for the things and do the things that you need to do to move the story along. And that is like, you can't tell complicated codes, get upside out of the car. Or, I mean, people don't talk like that anyways, but that's not the point. So here we are in the last session. And we will see how you will experience Untold Stories. Something of a little bit of horror so far. Something that's been I've just been thoroughly enjoying it. I'm curious. What if I could do it like that? Does that help on that? Nice. Also trying to drink some horchata. And that's a flavor.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Oh, okay. We're switching up the intro.
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay, so let's go.
Okay, come on.
Actually, I should go from here. Just the game. Okay.
Let's get you down to the observation room. This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here. Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Okay.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
Just call me Mr. Asian.
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Fine.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian.
Oh.
As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember. Your mind, it's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
I remember this. Okay, we gotta look into this orby thing.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
561 FM. now it's... Oh, other way. It's still faster.
This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
Okay, that was the number that they were saying earlier.
Numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the
Oh,
numbers, James.
snaps. Look at this.
You gotta see this.
Police Department road traffic accident report. Okay, what the hell?
12, 19, 86, 23, 04.
Arrived on scene to discover
Type
two
in the
cars
numbers, James.
that had been... can I
Gotta
just...
see this. This is 20F.
Can I get back out like that?
19,
And...
86,
Okay.
23.
Arrived on scene to discover two cars had been a near collision.
Type
Officer
in the
Ayton
numbers,
found one
James.
lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called.
This is 20F.
Passenger trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from
12,
wounds sustained from the collision. The driver of the blue
86,
sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noted that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Ayton was questioned on scene, described the oncoming blue sedan clearly out of control, which swerved to avoid.
86.
Mr. Ayton's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Dang.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
Fatal accident.
This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86.
Oh, okay, line 1. It's probably one of these things. Probably have to type in like fatal
Type in
accident.
the numbers, James.
Okay, let me
You
see.
gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23.
Driver information, driver number 2 information.
Type in the numbers, James.
Number 1,
You gotta see this.
injured.
This
Type
is
20F.
12 19 86 23 04.
Okay, is there
Type in the
empty
numbers,
whiskey
James.
out of control?
You gotta see this.
Well, I'm just...
This
Okay,
is
so 20F dash fatal? 20...
12 19 86 23
20.
04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F
Oh, they're all capital.
19 86 23 04.
I'm just gonna leave caps locks on. I don't need to do
Numbers,
that.
James.
Alright,
You
and
gotta
then
see this.
it was empty...
This is 20F
I think empty whiskey,
12 19 86
empty whiskey, and
23
out of control.
04. Type in the numbers, James.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta see this.
Wait.
This is
Wait.
20F 12 19 86 23 04.
Can I spell right? Yes.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
So I killed somebody because I was a drunk driver? Oh,
not like him. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Now we're back in the game. This doesn't make sense to you. No, this does not make sense to me. You step out into the hospital ward, only abandoned vein. Your vision is blurry. Feels like an emergency. All of your episodes were recorded to tape. This is the 4th. Oh shit. Oh. They're all locked. They're all locked. Oh, it's doing all of it. Sometimes they make you watch your past sessions to see what really happens. Okay.
He has quite an imagination, Mr. Haitian. I guess it's from the shows he's been watching. This time he described an A&E visit as a government conspiracy, some sort of lab. It's interesting stuff, and it's obviously pure fiction. But I guess it's just his way of coping for now. We'll see how we progress in future sessions.
What is that? Can you guys see that? No? Okay. Okay, that's cool. I found that tape. So then is there stuff in here that's interactable? Oh, there's another door. Okay, no, I just have to keep going forward. Okay, let's keep it going. Driving home. Don't have that 5th pint. Okay, so we're over in England. Door's locked.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him. While Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
Okay. What? There's some more story going on. Okay, let's check the office. Is that closed? No.
Today was the first session with Mr. James Haitian, although I fear it will certainly not be his last. When asked about events that have happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game that was talking to him. I think he was back at his own house, his mum and dad's house, and he always talked about a room with a red X, one he couldn't get in. I don't know what any of this means or what it's got to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
Seats for visitors, not that you've ever had any. The only video they have, some horror compilation trash. Hey! Okay, so can I get to the TV? No? Okay. Caught a glimpse of the room, you only guess why there's no detail here.
You honestly believe that Hennings was drunk at the wheel and not this little shit? If he wakes up, when he wakes up, I want answers. Until then, you handle it. You write it up. I'm out.
Radio Alpha's in there. He's on your neck, standing over you. Oh, fuck. No, can't make it that way. Okay. Can't make it that way. Can't make it that way. Okay. Makes it very clear where they want me to go. Okay. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. Something familiar about this bed. What they did to you. I don't see any more tapes. Jesus.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Oh no. Little this looks familiar.
Come on, 100 joules. Charge amp full to 10. Come on.
X-ray, no. Awaiting X-ray data. Oh, 100 joules.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Wait. My... I got 100 joules. Is that...
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Okay. Fuck it. Let's go high.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
That doesn't make any sense.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10. Can we get this on the screen, please?
Is it? Is there something that I'm missing still? He's at 10.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Oh. There we go. I had too many things on.
No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10. 200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go. Clear.
Okay, now we're making some progress.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full.
360.
Come on, 360, hurry.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
I remember how to operate that.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please. The drill, please.
No. That's off.
The drill, please.
Oh.
Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Oh shit. Oh no. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave in a 6-month trip aboard with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full, you're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room was full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There is a door to the hall. Go to the door? Okay, go to hall? You push through the crowd, go into the hallway. The hallway is welcoming as ever, only this time the folks put a big banner up across the main hall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Let's see, go downstairs? As such, she's left too. You promised you'd stay downstairs with the party. Go into... Or let's look around. Same as ever, stairs, door to the living room, and a door to the kitchen. Okay, cool. Go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table and a party in full swing. Dad has cooked a big a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Look around. There is a utility room, a writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug. You're gonna miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks you if you're enjoying the party. Can I say tell her the truth? Let me see. No. Yes. She doesn't enjoy it anyway, and I think losing enough, she should get her a drink. Alright, cool. Get her a drink. You pour Jen a drink and one for yourself too. That's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. He asks you if you have everything sorted out for the big trip. Yes. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you. You're going to miss her. She walks away. Press enter to continue. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There is so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. You pour down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Okay. Look around. The room is full. There's a utility room writing on the wall. Okay, look at the writing. Sorry, I don't, Okay, look. Or here, and you go to... Okay, can I go to the utility room? You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling to floor racks of a collector. Although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Okay, let's take it. Pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around you, and there must be hundreds and thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really thank your dad for the whiskey. Okay, let's see. Go back to kitchen. Get back into the kitchen, clutching the new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Okay, let's get out of the kitchen, I guess. Go into the hall. You go back into the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it through the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen covered in blood. What? Oh, look at... No, can I go to Jen? She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Help, Jen. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Okay, wipe. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Sorry, I don't understand. Help her. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Help her. Help her. Help. Oh shit, is that her?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery.
Oh no,
We
indeed.
did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
Ooh, no, 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 no. You are standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Okay. Doors to the kitchen and living room lead to where the... Doors to the kitchen and living room lead from here, while stairs can take you up. Okay, so, you're sure your keys are in the living room? The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat in the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Go to get keys. Or get keys. What if I just put get keys? I don't know what you're trying to use. Okay, look around. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet, one of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Okay, let's see. Look at coats. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours, and car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Okay. To car. Go, okay, outside. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else in any fit state to drive. You can handle it, though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? So go to car. Get in car. Am I outside still? Go outside. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You are glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you, and you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house. The car sits in the front of the house. Okay, You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you maybe use the keys in your hand. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing as you fumble around with your seatbelt. Your sister opens up the car glove and hands you a note and a key. Inside it tells you that it's for when you return. Okay. Start car. You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower despite holding keys in your hand. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Oh, this is not going to be good. Okay. Start car. You ought to be an asshole about this. You turn the key into the ignition, use the car, war's alive. Okay, the usual steering wheel, handbrake, ignition. Okay, yeah, you very hesitantly release the handbrake. Okay. Drive. You can type it. You really shouldn't be driving. I'm driving very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it a left or right? I can't remember. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand. The road goes off to the left and the right. You can't remember which way to go. The road is quiet always. Drive? She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left, of course it's left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you, crazy sister. Strange, there's a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Get out of the way. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside joins the inside. The whole world around you begins to scream.
Pull over.
James! Oh shit.
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car, your world is upside down, the seatbelt struggles against gravity trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole into the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You're in grave danger, you have to get out of here. Get out. You can't move, your seatbelt is still in place. Remove seatbelt. You release yourself from the seatbelt. Gravity takes over and you slump over the roof of the car. Flop. Get Jen. You can't move the wreckage from around her. It would be too dangerous to save yourself. Save myself. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Get away. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Look around? I don't think I spelled that. Look around. Cars broken beyond the care, the engine smashed, there's wreckage all around you, your butt's weren't okay. You were both okay. Take off Jen's seat belt. You have already taken off your seat belt. It saved your life. Okay, get out of the car. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall onto your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car is smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note. Flashing lights are approaching at the distance. Oh shit, okay, you can't just toss away without thinking. You just find it and they'll come at you. Okay, put the whiskey in the blue car. While the lights approach closer, you begin to hear a shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection to the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. He was the cop! Enter to continue. Oh no! A circle of flashing lights around you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look around. Red and blue, it shines lights, causing pain in your head to be more severe. Walk towards the silhouette. Not making any sense. Okay. Shake hands. You're not making any sense. Look at silhouette. Silhouette is a police officer in a uniform. He beckons you to approach. Approach? Walk towards the cop. Not making any sense. Okay, there goes. Can I go to silhouette? As you approach the menace, pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember. It was all your fault.
Damn.
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
No. No.
Say it. Tell them.
Dr. Alexander Sandra is always watching
Listen to
recording. I don't know
yourself.
if anyone else is.
It has to end, James.
Oh shit.
Well,
Hold on.
I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Dang. That's messed up. That is seriously messed up. And I loved it. Oh my goodness, seriously, that was a huge twist. What the fuck? That was great. I really enjoyed Stories Untold. Looked like it started off as a horror, and then it ended up turning into a little bit more of a genuine horror. Definitely had some mystery going on inside there. Andrew El Guapo Parsons, Devolver Digital. Oh my goodness, man, this was an intense game. I gotta say though, man, like this is. I wish I had played it sooner. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I still gotta go and eat some food. Snoop Doggy. Doug Johns. Rodrigo Batelli. But no, it's been... Oh my goodness, I'm super happy I got a chance to play this one. Now I gotta look forward to... I need to finish Yakuza. I keep pushing that off. But I still feel like I've been wanting to get spooked, and I want like a really good horror game, something that like maybe Resident Evil 3, if I can find it on a pretty like decently low price, because I don't want to pay more than like 30 for it, maybe like 20, possibly. I feel like that might be a fun game to go through and play, because I love the second one. RE2 was just like such a fun one to go through, and it was one of the first ones I did that I have recorded that I messed around with. Oh, Stories Told. So that's the 4 of them. Options, unlock. Stories Untold is the time to be playing in sequences. This will unlock all levels for immediate play. Do you wish to proceed? Yes. Oh no. Oh, well, I already had all of them unlocked anyways. Yeah, see? I think it just matters like that. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. And that puts it to about 48. Yeah, you know, I played about 49, 50 minutes for each chapter. So that puts it to about 4 hours worth of gameplay once you got through all like the puzzle stuff, because the lab conduit one was really fun, getting to remember which things needed to be on for it to proceed forward. That was a really cool idea. And then they took it to the next level about like switching between places on the station process, by having to figure out and decode and look through the machine that lets you look at the reels. And like that's old school, like something a lot of people nowadays don't even remember. I mean, this is the cool thing about the classicness of this game, is so many people nowadays will look at, oh, why does the phone app have that picture on there? Like, that's not a phone. They don't know what a... Anyways, I sound like an old man. But this was a great game. Yeah, quit the desktop. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so if I just go to webcam, normal. Oh, snaps. Definitely got the red. Definitely got the blue. How about you? Okay. That was a great game. Oh, can I play some chill music, maybe? Back to Mondo Grosso. Which is another thing I need to start getting used to doing, is not having glasses on because of the reflection on lights, and for the camera, the way it looks. So I've got to get used to doing that even in like low light stuff, for like the modeling as well. And that is the coolest thing about this Go XLR, the Mini right now, is that I can control the audio that's playing for the system right there. And it's not going to affect anything else besides just that side, but I can still bring that on up and then just have it just chill. Oh, that's so cool. And I should be... I can show you, Davo. Next thing I'm going to be reviewing soon is going to be this Gekido Dokugen. This giant... the sword from Kamen Rider. Oh, even then... That's actually kind of cool, considering that it can come in like go blue and then switch on over this way to be like the red. Yeah. Good stuff coming up soon. So that's dope. I'm super excited. I'm glad that I got through this, and this is another game added onto this particular year. I need to check and see how my list of gameplay stuff was, because I was making some progress. I know last year when I was going through all the gas, when I was trying to get Twitch affiliated, I know that I was still definitely made some progress and effort into beating some games. And I think this year I'm definitely starting extremely late, but you know, it is what it is. Put that down a little bit more, but it's still, I'm super happy that you got a chance to come and listen, dude. So on both times, thank you. And I also too I didn't get a chance to give you more details on like how the fashion show went, which was really fun. It was not anything I expected. People were amazingly nice. I got to see some really funny situations that popped up. Just all, if you have an opportunity, I would recommend watching the show Halston over on Netflix. It's like 4 or 5 episodes that are about 45 minutes to an hour long, and Ewan McGregor plays Halston, the designer. And it's just, be careful to watch it with your kids, because there's it starts off rough. It starts off with some... When I say it starts off rough, I mean it starts off intense, where there's already some male-on-male loving. And it's just right there in the first 5 minutes of the show. It's like, oh, dang, so this is how we're doing this. And from there, it's still amazing. It's still a riveting story. And the music, the acting, the way he just portrays himself, it's so good. It's just, again, a mature show. And so be prepared for that. Don't watch it with the kiddies, but dude, it's so good, and it's gotten like another cool motivation to learn more about like the fashion world. And I knew parts of it from like denim, but I didn't realize how much other portions of it I didn't know how much I didn't know. I think that's a good way of putting it. But Halston, definitely a really fun show. I superly enjoyed it. Something I was watching during my modeling classes when I was going through it a couple of weeks ago. So not bad. And it's cool because I mean it's just been 3 fashion shows that I've been able to go through over the last 2 months from doing this class, and working on what the Your Hero Wilgus brand should be branching off into and building into. Though English is not one of the places we're going to be investing in. We should. But like the Wilgus' warehouse portion gives me an opportunity to go through my inventory and see what I have, post up what I've got. I can always save it for later. If a post doesn't do so well, then, you know, maybe I won't do a review on it. But it's definitely an idea to get, hopefully, some more engagement, and that's the hardest part to get from Instagram, I've been noticing. Is that you can have so many followers, but if, you know, people don't interact, and that's the hardest part. And just making content that's interactable, and then what else is the whole Wilgus spiel, trying to get that whole geek chic kind of thing going. So it's gonna be a challenge, but I think it's gonna be fun. When things start actually like getting some grip, some traction on the ground, and taking off, that's when it's gonna be scary, because it's gonna be realer. That's not a word. But it's gonna happen, dude, and I appreciate it, man. It's gonna be a cool support. So I think I'm gonna end the video there. Appreciate it, Davo. Thank you, my man. Oh, coming along for the fun ride. And hey, everyone else will get a chance to enjoy that fun watch, or whether they're close or from afar, who knows. But yeah, so definitely should be coming up soon. Need to start getting this video going, because I've also got a very cool add-on that I'm going to be doing to this thing. And I definitely do want to go into some of the other Kamen Rider things that I've got. And then, hell, even the manga stuff I need to start doing too. So, good things are coming. I just got to get the motivation and the mindset to wrap my head around a lot of it. So I will see you soon, Davo, and the rest of the viewers and everyone else that was going to be watching from now until then. I appreciate it, crew. See you then.